Hi guys, it's Rachel from Merrick Makings and I have a great one for you. So just using this one stamped image, or actually it's a stamped and inked image, I'm going to create a wedding card. I had a friend who was going to a wedding and said, oh, I need a card. So this is what I came up with. I was inspired by a couple of creators online, and I will post some of their details below. So this image is from the Enduring Beauty bundle, and it does have a mask, so that's why it was so easy to use, so easy to colour, and really this card comes together very quickly once you know how to use the one image to make the entire card pop and look like you've spent forever creating it. So I'm going to grab my image and I am going to cut it into quarters. Now I used the leaves on the image as my sort of anchor points to do the cutting, so that I was cutting in between leaves, if you like. If you get the image, pop it on your trimmer, you can kind of see where the quarter is anyway, and you end up with all of these corner images. So like they have a right angle that you can use for your front panel. And I did emboss and ink the front panel because you will see part of it as well. And I'm just placing all of my my quarters or my pieces until it looks about right. So there was one that I didn't put in a corner. I actually made a longer section down the right hand side, and like I said, this comes together really quickly. I have used Fresh Freesia and Highland Heather as my main colours. The green in the leaves is Granny Apple Green, but I went really lightly when I was inking it up. And this card is literally just layer upon layer. So this is the important part. I do pop this panel slightly off center, and this allows for a circular sentiment to go on it, which I really love. This sentiment, it's so happy to celebrate you, and that's exactly how you feel when you go to a wedding. You really are happy to be there for the happy couple, and it just seemed to fit perfectly. And I did cut that out using my dies and inked around the outside so it did all match. And I love the black on these really do make it pop. And I've used lots of dimensionals on this too. That just sort of gives that extra layering as well. All that image is done is, part of it is dimensionals and part of it is flat down onto the cardstock just to give that extra pop. Now I've used a basic white twine for this one. I did want to add a texture element to this. I'm not huge on ribbon, and ribbon seemed a little bit bulky. I wanted to keep this as delicate as I could, so it's going to go, I end up popping it up underneath, and it's just that little tiny fabric element, I guess you could call, a textile element. Finally, a little bit of bling, and of course my good old basic rhinestones. You could color these in, but I just use them as they are in that almost silver-like look. And that's about it. It came together really quickly. I hope you give this a go. I will pop some details below in the description. Like, follow and share. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It was a pleasure. Until next time, bye-bye.